Hope everybody's had a productive day. Hope everybody had a productive day. So what we're going to go over is business credit and parlaying that into real estate properties. So using your business credit funding as a down payment to be able to acquire a loan to be able to accumulate a property in your area. So if you had $250,000 in business credit funding, that can go on down payment of 10 properties. Hence, you can be able to overestimate your construction loans. Hence, you will be able to get back around $30,000 in profit of the construction loan that you acquire. So I'm just waiting for everybody to come in. Please like the video. This is an open panel. Please like, share, and subscribe. But when it comes to the basis of the markets that we're looking at, I'm going to share my screen. And for all the people that's coming in, feel free to be able to slide through. That is no problem. Hold on. Let me do this really quick. Open up the panel for anybody that wants to join. Okay, so let me share my screen right now. So I'm looking at the Philadelphia market very, very closely because Philadelphia has the best of all worlds. It's nearby New Jersey. It's close to New York. So the scenario of the deals in the Bronx can be easy, quick, little pathway. Plus the neighborhoods would be Germantown that I have to look at, North Howard's, the street in North Howard, looking at other type of scenarios of any pre-foreclosures in this market. But with all these big prices, this is the one right here. So say if somebody has $250,000 in business credit, they can use $20,000 of the business credit to be able to use as a down payment to get access to this property and gather construction loan. So 8 bedrooms, 4 baths, 2,300 square feet, 1439 West Vernago Street. That is definitely something that can be used with $20,000 in business credit. So the Philly market has a lot of access to some cheap properties. Plus, I need to find out the rents in this area. Because if the market rent goes for $1,300, $1,400, $1,500, $600 per door, $800 per door, it could be an actual thing. Okay, incredible potential in North Broad, fully framed, gutted. Okay. Built in 1930. Time on the Redfin, 5 days. Redfin estimate 187,000. Estimated month 738. Price per square foot $70, $77. Because you can get it at this price rate or chop it down to 150, and your down payment would be 15. Plus, you could get a construction loan about 80,000, and the construction loan overestimated, of course. Because this shit can be 600, 700,000 just by a good renovation. Modernized, kitchen islands, granite floors. Having that type of setup can be able to do you very nicely when it comes to this deal. So negotiating that bad boy to 155, 10-day close, it's possible. To really surefire yourself for any market downturns, try to get this thing for like 120, 130 would be even better. But I would have to do a hard pull on this property. Hard pull on the information. What's the title situation? Look at the comps. Team up when it comes to contractors. People that build in that neighborhood that is reliable. Let's look at those photos. Okay, so it's been like 12 years since the history on this property of its buying situation. Okay, the city taxes is $1.62. School tax, $200. Wow. $200? Okay. Let's look at the surrounding properties as well. $1,200 West Air Dry Street, PA. Okay. 230, 6-bedroom, 2-bath. Try to get this thing for 175, 180, depending on the situation of the seller. Work my way down and work my way up. So if it's 170, I ask for 140, 150, 160 until that breaking point of 165, 170. And that's only why you do that is you're trying to make sure that you don't overbuy and buy at the top of the market cycle. List price 230, estimated 1,000. So my main goal would be trying to figure out these rents. Okay. Let me full screen that for you guys. Hold on. Okay. Hunting Park section of the city. Legally zoned duplex is fully occupied with positive cash flow. Well, okay. But we're still going to have to be able to expand it. So I believe in lateral conversion. So get more units in that apartment. 4 isn't enough. Need about 6 to 7 to give a good, strong estimate of cash on cash returns. So the rent's got to be a certain way, around $1,200, $1,400. These are very cheap apartments. This is a 4-unit. Really, it's not an apartment, but they call this an apartment. But the duplex should be at 175 at price, in my opinion. Because yeah, they renovated. Yeah, that's cool. That's fine. But they're supposed to. There's supposed to be some type of cushion for you to be able to profit on your entry price. So that can be used with $20,000 of business credit as a down payment to get access to this property. Okay. Okay. Yeah, definitely knocking this price down. Somebody acquire this building, that can easily be done up in 15 units. Because these properties right here definitely should be co-opted. Going to the tax assessor website and finding those information on those properties right there. Skip trace to find the owner, make your offer on that property. This is like a fix and flip paradise because there's so many properties that could be acquired for cheap. Because if that was 240, everything else could be ranged around 130, 150. And these are like multi-units. So open panel for all the people that is listening. Open panel, please like the video. Get back to Philly. Get back to the Philly market. But for all the people that's coming in, feel free to be able to email me if you have any type of questions. Creditbuilder475@gmail.com. That's creditbuilder475@gmail.com. But Philly has like a very good market, in my opinion, due to the fact that one, everything is still on the basis of cheap. Plus, there's other side to the market, in that market, North Howard, where properties is going for 750 to 900,000 to $1 million. So those prices will get to that area based off of the spread. I think the spread can run very wide. Plus, if people are fully renovated, clean up the area, they could be able to get what they want. So let me look at the Philly market. There you go. So this neighborhood ranges around 230. $230 mark, and these is for like duplexes. So the business credit, if I funded you guys $80,000 business credit on the strength of your FICO being high, me adding authorized user trade lines, and me getting you rounds of funding every 3 months, this property right here can be chopped down very easily. Getting this something for around $90,000 to $80,000 in a neighborhood that's 230 shouldn't be a problem because you could be able to close within 10 days. Plus, you would use the down payment to use for the lender. The lender does 90% LTV. So that shouldn't be any problem to get one or two of these things inside the neighborhood of Philly. So that's 12 West Air Dry Street. Then we have this property right here. Skip tracing, finding out who is the actual owner of that property should be one motivation. Getting your contractors set up, doing your hard title search to see what is on that property, any type of liens, delinquencies, Is it bank owned? And putting that down payment on that property right here, you know, you could be able to utilize everything that you need to get as many units as possible out this property. Because really, the way how the building looks, that shit can be 12-unit building easily. But Philly has such narrow ass streets. That is something that kills me when it comes to the parking adjustments. I don't see how anybody could be able to really park adequately. But hey, it's still an opportunity. Philly market, if this area has situations of the comps can be able to affect the prices, then it can be around $500,000-$600,000 neighborhood. The only why I'm judging that is based off of North Howard. So getting this thing for 175, that should be everybody's motivational factor that's in the Philly market that's trying to get involved. Name of the agent realtor. Like the inside is done up all nice and well, but that neighborhood needs to be able to have some type of influence change. Okay, what else is in this neighborhood? What else is in the neighborhood? Okay. Oh man, the taxes on this thing. 1,300? Wow. That increased from the other property that we had on 1439 West Vanago Street. That was around $300 in total in taxes. $300 to $500 in total taxes, if I'm not mistaken. But this is 1,300. Wow. 2,200 square foot. Wow, Philly's about to creep on y'all when it comes to expensive. Damn, I'm trying to zoom in. Okay. Okay. 2225 North Park Avenue. Got you. So if this thing would just upload. Okay. Okay. They fully renovated, but I want to expand it into more doors. So that's the problem with this. Because in order for anybody to be able to have a good range of profit, they would have to get this for 310, 275, 310, and that's not going to work. That's not going to work. The highest 350, 10-day close. You set aside 40,000 from the business credit to be able to acquire this. Your lender will be able to come through and fund the rest. You try to rent these things, each door for like 2,500 a door, and that's based off of Airbnb, mind you. So that's Airbnb doing that $2,500 a month. So that's around $85 to $100 per night. The lowest 65. Get 8 and try to max out as much as possible on these doors. So yes, the 2,500 a month is highballing it, but that's just to be able to make sure that you get maximize your profit. But you got to enter this property a lot lower than this. So this is near the Kensington area. So this is the Kensington part of Philly. Okay. Let's see what else is in the Philly market. Oh, I zoomed way too close. Not trying to go to Fair Hill. Okay, Glenwood. Hello? Okay, there we go. Six bedroom, 6 bath, 2,700 square feet. Try to get this for 190, 210. Then you set aside 25 for your down payment and your loan fees that you got to pay. Get access to this property. Okay, possibility to build on the vacant lot. So it comes with 4 units and also vacant lot. So you can build another 3 units on this. Situate on the left side of the building, a total of 4 units, which comprise as follows. On the second floor, okay, there are 2. 2 units, 1 bedroom, 1 bath. Okay, the property is being sold as is condition. With the current occupants, there is currently no access to the building for showings. That's a problem. That is a problem. That's why we chopped that price down, because if there's no access for the showing, then that's a problem. That's a huge problem. They're going to have to change that up if anybody wants to buy this. That is a problem. No access to the property, then that means the price is definitely going down. That price is definitely going down in price. If there's no access to the property, yeah, that's a problem. That is a huge problem. Park Avenue is the hood. Well, that's where we try to get the cheapest properties at, man. The county tax assessor website will be used. And it'll be used in good format. So, for all the people that's writing that down, tax assessor website. Tax assessor records and websites. Skip tracing to look up the owner. Purchase and sales agreements, that's easily found. Plus, if I was doing this, skip trace it, purchase and sales agreement, line all the stars up when it comes to my lender, and make sure I have enough set asides for the down payment. So that's no issue when it comes to me. When it comes to these properties, now we're gonna look at the commercial units. So for all the people that's coming in, please like the video. Please like, share, and subscribe. Tell a friend and tell a friend as well. My email is creditbuilder475@gmail.com. That's creditbuilder475@gmail.com if you want to book a consult, or if you need funding to buy any of these properties that we see right here. So that's 1200 West Lehigh Ave. Gotcha. But yeah, this definitely needs to be knocked down, because if there's no access to the property for showing, then that means people can't properly assess the property at hand. Give me one moment, guys. So for all the people that's coming in, this is an open panel. Click on the link. Scroll up, find the link, and you could be able to join the panel as well. So let's look at these. Development opportunity. Okay, that's pretty big. Portfolio, 44 million of Rite Aid and Walgreens portfolio all across the city. Beautiful part about this is it's all in opportunity zones. The cap rate is 7%, so that's around $2.7 to $3 million a year on this portfolio right here. Ooh, you got this one, opportunity zone, 1.3, try to chop that to 800,000, 900,000. Try to get it at 65% LTV. That's how I get my price ranges when it comes to negotiating. Okay, Crixie takes a while. Okay. $21.21 East Dolphin Street. So it's 10 micro units in the heart of desirable downtown Philadelphia. Okay, so the cap rate is 6%. Year renovated 2019, so that's 3 years. Price per unit, 138,000 per unit. Here's also the valuation calculator. But we don't need that per se, because we can put down 150,000 on the business credit. Debt service would be around $555 every single month. An interest rate would be around actually 6%. So it'll be around $7,400 to $8,000 a month that you got to set aside. So that means 10% down, 6% interest, 30-year loan. And you can refinance to be able to get you a better situation. Oh, this is even better. $665. Try to chop that down to 300,000 as well. 300, 400,000. Have to sell or carry. Keystone, you should know if it's in a war zone, you have leverage to chop that price down even lower. So not discouraged by any of these stats. That's why you always cut the price down. Okay, so it says spacious, bi-level units, 1 bedroom, 1 bath ratio, 8 years left on a tax abatement. Beautiful. Eight-year tax abatement left on this property. Chopping the price down on this only helps you in the long run. So pretty much you got a reduction on the level of taxation in this area, well, this specific property, because this was negotiated. It's been on the market for 485 days. So that means that they are very desperate. Skip tracing who owns this building would be even better. They cut the realtor off. They say good location, rent increase potential, tax abatement. But cutting this property price would be a must, because we is not getting it at 680, 660 or 680. Try to get that for 500,000 or less. Okay. Okay.
I want to ask you something. Is that East Dolphin or West Dolphin? Is that East Dolphin or West Dolphin?
I see. That's why you gotta have your phone ready and start Google searching, because you talking like I know the area specifically, but I
I'm
don't know
not
if.
sure if it's East Dolphin, it's cool. That's Fishtown. If it's
Hold on.
West Dolphin, that's a whole different ball
Yo,
game.
can you hear me? Yo, can you hear me? Hold on, give me one moment.
All
I
right,
gotta put my thing on the charger.
all right.
Okay, so I don't know if that's East or West Dolphin. So let me. If anybody else want to come up on the panel, click on the link. Click on the link. But East Dolphin. That is funny. I'm not familiar with that area. So when you say
I mean, I'm familiar with it. That's why I'm asking. Could I could tell you what's around there. I could tell you what it is. And I could tell you what it's not.
okay, okay, because that's a tax abatement. Those give you a reduction on your taxes. That's a beautiful thing.
Trust me, I used to be out there. I used to be out there in them neighborhoods. I already know what's up. They have been gentrified too.
So 1520 West Sabert Street. And after this, I'm gonna go to Dallas.
If it's what this west, then that's west, like the west side of North Philly, pretty bad around there. You know what I mean? That's mostly black dominant neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? And most of the neighborhoods are controlled by like Temple. Temple bought a lot of the properties.
Okay. Okay.
But it's West Dolphin. Yeah, West Dolphin has a lot of rough patches.
That was the other property. This is 1520 West Sabert Street. So it's been
That's
on the market for 485 days. So
yep.
that means that they're willing to come. They're probably going to be very willing to come down on that price.
I'm about to go around that. That's a small block. One of those. It's one of those side streets.
So they say it's an A class type property, mixed use, multifamily. The cap rate is 6.5%. The pro forma, that doesn't really mean anything because pro formas lie all the time. But they say 42,000. Okay, so it consists of a
Oh, it is. Oh, it's,
three-bedroom.
okay. That's a nice area. Francisville. Francisville has changed over the years. That used to be a very strong gangster OG stronghold back in the day. It has gotten gentrified, so that's a cool area.
So it consists of 3-bedroom, 2-bath, bi-level apartment on its
Mm.
first floor, a 5-bedroom, 5-bath bi-level on its second and third floors. Each unit is separated, metered, and comes with HVAC, laundry, dishwasher, and an attractive furnishing including hardwood floors, stainless steel, plated appliances.
Yeah, Frenchfield. Yeah, that sounds like it's near Gerard College, right off of Gerard Avenue.
So what's the rents in this area? Because they're saying that it's rent increase potential. Plus,
Oh,
it's
this
an 8-year
the
tax abatement, so
the
the
rents have
taxes are
really
reduced.
the rents have really increased around there. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, you could get those houses for cheap because the neighborhoods were so bad and they were so abandoned and so drug infested. But now they're hot. They went up on a lot of the prices now and a lot of the rent. You probably gonna be paying over $1,000 for a rent around there.
Okay. Okay, so I'm looking at the other properties as well. 1511 North 16th, that's student housing, so that's guaranteed government money.
Around there, like the Gerard Avenue area, Rich Avenue, yeah, they're really making a come up around there. But not too far up on Ridge, like 19th, Bloomberg Projects, you should be there. They knocked all that down.
You said
Up on
Bloomberg
23rd,
projects?
yeah, the 23rd and Ridge.
Okay, so you said 23rd and Ridge. Gotcha.
Yeah. These areas,
Oh,
I could send you some personal video. I won't post it, but I'll send it personally to you of what's going on the ground around there.
yeah, man, because that situation, using the business credit, that can literally help you get access to these properties as well.
Right. And I know these neighborhoods and I know people in these neighborhoods.
So if they want to sell at a discount, man, that's where you can profit. You get your construction team. You can be able to make money off of your construction loan being overestimated. Plus, you can build and develop in that area.
Yep. Because that's not too far from the area. It's not too far. Because when you go further up, you end up in Strawberry Mansion. Now that 25th and Ridge, that's the projects.
Okay, so this is near Temple Medical Center,
Right.
and it's an opportunity zone as well. So it's been on the market for damn near 1,000 days. So you can definitely see if you can get it.
You talking about Westmoreland. Okay. Scroll down. What block of Westmoreland is that?
Hold on. Hold on, let me scroll up. So that's the address.
Right by Westmoreland, that's right by Broad Street. Right
So
off of
that's
Broad.
1527 Westmoreland
Yep.
Street.
That's right off of Broad Street. That's near Allegheny Avenue. That's definitely a crack neighborhood, a crackhead neighborhood.
That is funny. Is there any part of Philly that isn't rough? Because this is nearby Temple.
That's what I'm telling you. Everything in North Philly rough. It's about the whole North Philly. You're 2 blocks. You're not far from Erie. That's where Gilly the Kid and Young Guns are that night, or like Nicetown, all that. Yeah, all that area's rough around there. But they really trying to change it. See what they do. Some people don't capitalize on the properties. They go ahead, gentrify the properties, and high quality can give it back. I mean, my buddy got a house in West Philadelphia. They've been selling him cell notices, put this house for sale, left and right, because a lot of these people want to move back to the city, and this house is not for sale.
Oh man, this is not working for me. Okay. So Arch Street, so 5711 Arch Street. This is very cheap. This
That's
can
West.
be
That's West
so
Philadelphia.
you can use 30,000 to get access to this property as well.
That's definitely the hood. 57 at Arch. That's not too far from the Sarah Projects. Right there. Near 56th Street. There's right on from 56th and Market. There's a fresh grocery market right there. My homie lives on the other side, right off of 58th Street. I'm not gonna say what block.
Okay. 2 buildings, 1 parcel, single family home, 2-car garage.
Right now, there's a lot of carjacking going on in West Philadelphia right now as we speak, with Uber and Lyft drivers. and delivery truck.
Mm, mm, mm.
I was
Okay,
already
can you see
driving
my?
around.
Can you see the photo?
I can see the photo. You know, I told before. I already know what's around there.
No, this is for the people that's listening, man. Remember, this shit is live.
Okay.
I gotta have everybody else looking because you got Curl. He's in this neighborhood and he's an investor in this area.
I know who's investing now. Okay, that's good to know. Remember, I seen a high speed chase around there last year.
Hmm.
They blowing you up, my man. Damn.
Hello. Just some Indians, man. So 250. Try to get this for 150.
Two
So if
block.
you're gonna use your 30,000 on your business credit, you can at least get another property along with it because this 250
Two
minimum
block.
down deposit, we can literally scratch that. We can give them a
Right.
letter of intent, and with the letter, let me finish. The letter of intent will have it on that contract that we can be able to work with terms. We can be able to give an owner something up front, and we can have the owner carry on the back end. And you can get access to this property probably no little than 30, 40,000 on the seller financing. And if you want to use the down payment method, then it would be around, if you negotiate this a little lower to 175, that'll be 17,000 plus 3,000 in loan fees. So that'll be around 22,000 to get access to this property. So you can use the business credit and me funding you, getting you funded with the credit unions to get access to this property and fix this bad boy up. Because this neighborhood is going to go for 500,000-600,000 in the next 4 years.
That's my homeboy's neighborhood I was just telling you about. But that's north. See, that's what our streets are north side of north side of Market of West Philadelphia. That's the north side of Market. My buddy lives on the south side of Market,
Okay.
towards Chestnut and Walnut, up on 57. So that's the north side. That's going to, when you go north, you're going to end up in Overbrook and all that area. That's where you're going to end up at, near
Good.
Overbrook High School, where Will Smith used to go at.
Because 240 days in the market, it's been like 112 days since they even update this posting. So yeah, they're willing to do something business. You got to skip trace the owner because the agent is
Yeah.
not going to be on your
But
side.
I'm gonna let you know that a lot of those houses around there, around North Philly, and it's definitely around there, 57th Street, all through West, need a lot of rehab, and I mean a lot of rehab.
That's no problem. That's where you overestimate the construction loan. So the more the rehab, the more you could profit at closing. So if the rehab is
Right.
100,000, you can ask for
I'm just
150.
I'm just giving you the real deal, my man.
No problem. Heavy renovation. That is no problem. We got the construction loan for that.
Yeah, yep. They need to. Yep. They done a lot of stuff in those alleyways around there. I'm not going to even go there with that.
Heavy renovation.
My church used to be around the corner from there too, off of Arch. There's a church right up the street.
Okay.
And the basements in those houses too that haven't been run, I bet you by the summertime there's going to still be ice in some of those basements. Because you're talking about old cold pavement from 1900s and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Some of these houses went back to like 1800s or late 1800s.
5936 Walnut Street. Hold on. I got a call coming in. Hold on.
I should know. Let me see. Walnut. I should know somebody around that block too. That was all my old stomping grounds back in the day. All that neighborhood. That's all my old stomping grounds. Had a lot of fun in that neighborhood back in the day. I could tell you a lot of good stories and a lot of crazy ones too. You got some slumlords that won't respond. Straight up. What I'm going to start doing, he can give me the list of properties. I could show what's going on the ground up. That's why I can show. Because you don't see everything around there when you're on those listings. I drive through those places, so I know what's going on in those places. But there's too much information being put out on the internet and stuff about some of those places I cannot put on. I cannot put on this live. I'm gonna let it be. A lot of money out here, I tell you that. A lot of money I never tapped into, I never realized. You know what I mean? Especially when you're a product of these environments. But I tell you, this stuff is starting to be a life changer for me. Now going through the process of getting to the money and be able to make the moves in it and be able to be the head commander in chief of doing what needs to be done to make these power plays. See who's in the chat. See who's in the chat. Okay, Alonzo. Okay, what's up, Alonzo? All right, Sheed. Okay, Sheed. I hope you're still here. Okay, and let me see who else. Okay, it's only been 3 people on here so far. Alonso, where that property would be there? Would that be up there in Brownsville? The one that you was talking about the last time you was up here? I was supposed to go to New York today, and I canceled the trip behind the weather. That's what I did.
And my apologies. My
Oh,
apologies. My apologies. My apologies. Okay. That's no issue. That is no issue. Lonzo, if you want to come up on the panel, man, the link is there for you. So when it
that
comes to the situation we was looking at, let me share my screen and we can be able to look at what's going on specifically in that area because it's opportunity to be
the
made.
sad thing. A lot of local people I know, we've been distracted by the street stuff and everything. Didn't realize the money that was around us.
Yeah,
Which
man, that's like that here in the LA area, man. People don't realize that you're sitting on a gold mine. Y'all sitting on a gold mine. If y'all just focus on construction, getting yourself a lender, you're damn near halfway there. Business credit is like one element. Your whole neighborhood can have a whole situation. Their credit repaired and getting funding.
my homie don't live too far around. It lives around the corner from that neighborhood, right up on 58th Street. And he had his house for over like 25 years when his dad passed away last year. 'Cause I remember we was over there. We was trying to get a rap career going on, and all of a sudden his dad tried to light a cigarette onto the stove and end up burning his clothes and stuff and smoking inhalation took his life. He was a train
Wow,
he was a septic mechanic.
wow, man.
He was a septic mechanic. He fixed all the L trains for the subways.
My
Mm-hmm.
condolences, man. But when it comes to this neighborhood, 2031 West Oxford Street, 4 unit.
North Philly,
These are really not
right
multifamily.
there.
These are
That's all.
duplexes.
That's North Philly right there. That's like mostly all Temple took that neighborhood over. You know what I mean? Or it's a lot of entertainment down there too. Back in the
Okay.
90s, 28th and Oxford, all used in 17, all used to be abandoned houses of dope dealers, crackheads, and prostitution. All used to be in that neighborhood 25, 30 years ago. Nobody was doing nothing to anything around there until like the late 2000s.
Okay. Okay.
Temple started buying properties around there at around like University City,
Mm.
Drexel, and University Penn was buying properties around there, all down to like 48th Street, all down like the bottom and all that. West Philly, yeah.
Okay. Okay. I'm waiting for this to load. I'm waiting for this to load.
You need to and whenever you get the chance, I probably won't be up here. You need to look up in the Northeast Philadelphia area too.
Saying Northeast Philadelphia.
Yeah, and Northwest, which is German, which is mine area, Germantown. But Germantown's a very high volatile, dangerous risk up there. Back in the day, when we used
Like
to
I
go,
said, man, I'm not gonna be in these trenches, man. My construction team is gonna be in here.
I'm just letting
Like
you
I
know.
said, bro, I'm not worrying about that shit. I'm making sure that the construction team, that's what they gotta worry about. That's what they gotta worry about, bro. I'm not worrying about none of that. Cause you gotta get in these areas because there's gonna be foreign nationals that's getting grants that can take on to that property.
Get rid of the bot. The bot's on the bottom of you.
I can't, man. I don't have my cell phone with me. It's in the charger. Like I said, you're gonna have to delete that, man. You got the wrench.
Let me go on the thing right
That's why I
now.
gave you a wrench.
Got rid of them. Tapped them.
All right. But okay, still no response from our NYC properties, but sooner or later they will answer. Okay. So Lonzo, do I have to send you more leads when it comes to New York, man? Do I have to send you more leads? Do I have to find out the phone numbers of the direct seller? Oh fuck. Okay. Okay.
And I've been in the basements of some of them houses. I've been not repaired and all that too. Them basements is cold, ice cold. Even in the summertime, if they don't get rehabbed, their basements are still very ice cold. Ice do hang off the walls and do hang off the pipe down there.
Okay.
You talking about old materials that you can't even get no more in 2020. 100 years. You talking about materials that are over 100 years old.
Okay.
I'm trying to think there's another city I know is growing too. You got Wilmington, Delaware too.
Man, I'm not going to Wilmington, Delaware. No, that literally, I don't see no prospects in Delaware. I'd rather
You
get
try,
the Philly area in the
what
Bronx than
did you try Camden, New Jersey?
Camden. Yes, we'll do Camden.
Mm-hmm.
We'll do Camden.
Or a street that got a whole subway line going up and down it, north and south, from the stadiums all the way up to Fern Rock.
Okay.
That's a
Gotcha. Oh,
sub.
this is a 10
That's
bedroom.
a sub.
Okay.
That's what we call the sub. We call that the Broad Street Subway, the orange line.
Okay, gotcha.
The one that goes through Kensington is the L, marketing for L. That's the one that goes to West Philadelphia, then goes up to Frank area in the Northeast.
Okay.
City will not be within 10, 15 years. It won't be the same place that I used to know.
No,
Next 15 to 20 years.
no, that's anywhere, man. That's anywhere. Okay, 2350 North Park Avenue. Gotcha.
Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna tell you. I'm not gonna tell you about that. But I'm gonna send you a personal video of it. But the people, your crew has to deal with that. Just to let you know.
So this is a 10 bedroom. 385 would be the price range.
That
Says here,
sound like
quick 15 minutes to the downtown area.
yeah, off the subway. That's it. It
So
depends on
these
how
are
much traffic is on Broad. They don't take that long down there to Center City on Broad Street or taking back streets.
so these are condo units.
Is this off of Lehigh Avenue? That Park Avenue off of Lehigh?
Okay. So the Redfin estimate is ranging at the same. 385 will be like a protection price, so you don't overspend. Get a good entry on your price range. 2150.
What I'm gonna do right now, I'm gonna hang up. I'm gonna hang up with you. I'm gonna drive around those areas, all right? And I'm gonna show you something, all right?
Yo, stay on the panel, man. Wait.
No,
I need you. I need you for side
one,
commentary when it comes to these areas. I more or less need to figure
yeah,
out what's going on in these areas than anything.
yeah. But like I said, I'd rather show it to you on video, and I don't want to
All
show
right,
it on
then.
YouTube because sometimes
All
you
right,
film in
man.
the wrong.
All right, man. Do what you do, man.
Yeah, because sometimes filming in certain areas at wrong times that will get you shot. Depends on the block you on.
All right, dog. It depends. All right, whatever.
All right,
Whatever.
I let you see it. All right, and I send it to you personally. Okay.
Okay. All right, no problem. So Jay Charles, he has a question. How much in rent you can gain from a property in Philly? Now
You can
that
probably
10
get
unit,
15.
let me say
You can
this.
probably get 1500.
Let
Depends.
me land
Depends
now.
on.
Let me land, damn it. Let me land. $800 per door times 10. That's 8,000 times that by 12. That's 9,600. 96,000 a year. Go ahead. Go ahead, Keystone.
And as far as people playing rent and all that depends on the neighborhood. It depends on the contestant. Depends on what's going on there. That's it. Each neighborhood varies and each block different. You know what I mean? Can't per se this and that. You know what I mean? You got to know what's going on when you're right there.
Jay Charles, book a consultation, man. If you would have booked a consultation last year, you would have got the funding because I emailed you to death because it was situations where I was getting people with credit repaired and also getting them situation when it comes to the funding. So, Jay Charles, it depends on the property, depends on the market. But that property that we just showed, well, the 5 properties that we just showed, those rents can be ranging around $800 to $900 a month each door. If you want to go the Airbnb route and maximize as much profit, that can be around $1,200 each door that you have.
In those rough areas, a lot of white people from the suburbs want those areas now. They want, and people from out of town want to move in those areas, and they want those areas of West Philly, and even thing near the subway, public transportation. They want those areas.
So the business credit element, people are just using the down payment from the business credit funding. If they get around 80,000, they're just taking 15, 20 and going to the lender with 90% LTV, 10% down payment, and just leverage that business credit to get a $300,000, $400,000 property.
Mm-hmm.
That's what oh boy Keystone is looking to do as well. So everybody that's in the channel is getting the help that they need when it comes to this.
Yeah, it's definitely needed, my man. It is definitely needed. We've been too distracted and uneducated and been on dumb shit. This is time to get on point and get with the game with no excuses.
Because Jay, you emailed me last year, and I remember he was asking about situations of the consultation and how that gets started. But email me, we can be able to do something and figure it out.
A real deal. I feel like this. I had to leave my hometown and my area to make money. If it's your home, this is where you're born and raised, you should be able to allow to make money in your home city.
Yeah, 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 man. That's with no problem. That's supposed to be no problem. You know the area. You know the area. You know where who is who. Because it's really a daunting task for somebody that's out of state that has to figure shit out the hard way.
You don't want to learn the hard way there because you have a lot of stuff going on in those houses I can't even talk about on here, and I have been seeing
Mm. Rent collection. But yeah,
You don't
this
know who
10,
the you don't know who the landlords are and who they connected to too. That's another thing.
bro. Now,
But
now that has nothing to do with nothing. Because at the end of the day, you're using the cash to be able to buy the property. You ain't doing no drug sales with them.
not drug sales. I'm talking about the owners of those properties. You know what I
Even if
mean?
the owner can be Pablo Escobar. I'm buying the property. I'm fixing and flipping it.
Fliction and
Hell,
flip.
Al Qaeda, man. Saddam Hussein had properties in South LA, in Compton.
He did. Wow.
Yes. So don't be so concerned of who's behind it. You should be concerned of who's really buying it from you.
hmm See, it's a good way you're doing this when you're buying it. Then you're just a change in cash. Nobody don't have to see who you are. As long as they get their money and everybody get their fair share, that's all that matters. What they been doing to LA Skid Row lately? Are they cleaning it out or are they gonna
Nah, man, they
change?
never doing that. They never do that. Nah, man, them motherfuckers is never doing that. Nah, it's still the same old, man.
Wow.
Damn, when is these things gonna load up? But nah, man, that's not even in I don't even think that's even in their top 5 to do when it comes to LA. Nah, nah.
We got snow going on here. They made it seem like it's going to be this big event. It was really some bitch ass shit. Snow has been bitch ass this year.
Okay. Okay.
But you have a lot of like Irish owners. You got a lot of Jew owners. You got a lot of Polish owners in this city too. You got a lot of black owners too. Depends on the family and what neighborhood that they're from. And Italian owners too. That's most like South Philly. You may get something like your fist down because down in South Philly, the Italians were building up, were hiring like contractors to build up down there about a few years ago. You always saw ads for contractors.
There's going
Where
to be a
been
heavy renovation job as well.
where What block is this?
Should have been paying attention, man. 2045 North Grad Street.
Grad Street? Oh yeah, you got your work and your construction crew got their work cut out for you, Grad Street. Wow. Whew.
North Grad Street.
20th and Grad. I know.
So a duplex boasting 1 unit and 4 bedrooms, 2 baths unit. It has a 5 bedroom and 2 5 baths. Okay. So this duplex is a very big duplex. Rents
Yeah,
were lowered during COVID in 2020, but you will have enough ability to increase the rents when new leases are made.
pretty much. He's right. He's right about that.
Year built 2013. Wow, it took this was built in 2013 and it's run down like that.
Like
Vacant
every day,
lots.
there's one street in North Philly we did, not too far from Dolphin, Diamond Street.
Okay.
Remember the movie Downtown?
Yes.
That's how it really used to look like, right on that movie, Diamond Street.
This look like a massive deal. 12 bedrooms. 12
hmm
bedrooms. You can get around $600 per door.
Yeah, because you know what it is? That's all college student stuff right there. That's all Temple University. College students be renting those places out.
So that means that with this $650 property, get it under 475, get it at 515. Your net
Right there.
operating income with say 750 times 12 doors, that's 9,000 times that by 12, that's $108,000 a year.
Yeah, Grass Street is a small block, still the hood of North Philadelphia. You
So
know what I
this is
mean? But
North
it's college
19th Street right here. This is
Yep,
North
that's right there.
19th Street right here.
Yeah, it's right next to it.
Okay.
Right next to it. When you got everything, it's a close block radius. That's it. Still the hood, but they did a lot of development in those areas. You know what I mean? So most of you get somebody a hood person that's born and raised there, or you get a college student that live in these places, or then renting them out. You know?
Okay. Okay. So dollar per square foot, 144. You try to get that for 105 dollar per square foot. Price per square foot, dollar for dollar, it should be 105 to save you money when it comes to negotiating.
Yep. So I'm very familiarized with a lot of stuff around there. So what I'm going to do for you, I'm going to ride around. I'm going to give you some photos, and I'm going to give you some videos.
Okay. All right, no problem.
I'm gonna get on out of here and gonna go ahead and get to that. That's all. Of
Okay,
those
no
needed.
problem.
All right, I'm out. Peace.
All right. Okay. But this one is a beauty right here, though. That's 12 doors. 12 doors and try to rent them out in the range of $700. Uh, and when this shit does this freeze. Okay. Okay, so when it comes to that, that's 12 bedrooms. The lowest in 650 times 12, that's 7,800 every month. Times that by 12, that's 93. If you want to do the Airbnb, you can get a little more higher. Say if it was 750 times 12, that's 9,000. That's 110. That's 110,000 net operating income on a property that you got based off of business credit by putting a $51,000 down payment. on that property and getting the lender to fund the rest and renting out every single door at its highest capacity. So the refinance is going to be crazy. A refinance is going to be crazy because you got all that net operating income, plus you can be able to take advantage of several areas in and around that area. But let me share my screen. Hold up. Let me pull up another property, but I'm going to do it in Dallas. So I'm going to do the Dallas market. So for all the people that's coming in, please like the video. Please also feel free to come up if you need access to me when it comes to credit repair, business credit, or situations of consultations. Creditbuilder475@gmail.com. That's creditbuilder475@gmail.com. So I'm going to pull up Dallas, Texas owner financing properties. There you go. Owner financing. Listings. So let me share my screen so you can see what I see. If anybody needs the link, please feel free to click on the StreamYard link. So let me do this for you guys. Okay. Okay. So the beautiful part with owner financing is these are the most motivated people out there. You find for rents and you get access to the person that owns that building by skip tracing. Zillow has only 2 properties, which we'll see what Zillow got on the market. $3.1 owner financing available. So working out this subject to deal, chop this bad boy down to $150. You use your business credit for $40,000 to be able to give to the owner up front. Then you work out the terms where the lease payments be around $1,200. Then you try to rent that thing out for $2,200, $2,400 for the whole entire house. So the whole entire house, you would do that to be able to get a remuneration on your money. So it's a 3-1 bedroom. It's a small house. It's only 1,000 square feet. So that's 2669 Marfa Ave. Let me write that down in the chat. 2669 Marfa Avenue, Dallas, Texas, 75216. So it's been on there for 9 days. Gotcha. So I'm going to do some research on that on my own. Okay. Okay, so this is not loading up quick enough. Okay. Alrighty. So trying to get this for $150. Seller financing If you had 30 to 40,000, you can do it with the owner, get access to the property. People like to do that, have like what 5% interest, 4 5 years, give you 4 to 5 years to pay this thing down. This is working way too slow for me. I'm sorry. Okay. Okay, Dallas owner operator. Well, owner financing. Technically, they're operating this by themselves. So really, these people, they will do business. They are considering 50% down. That's not going to happen. Nah, not 50% down. What we're going to do is we're going to chop this bad boy to 65% LTV. So that means 785. I'll give him 68. So that means you offer, oh boy, 580. 580 on the starting price negotiating. Then you go up to 650 if you're gonna deal with that property. This is retail land. This is office. Land, mixed use. So let me go scroll up. So this is religious area, but you can change that into apartment building, rezone it into apartment building. Distribution, this needs to be an apartment building. Because if you got all this square footage, that needs to be 24 units. And that's what they call a lateral conversion. So the construction loan and plus my lenders, they will fund for you turning something into another type of property. Granted, if the zoning can work, a warehousing facility, what else? Solar panel and start renting the solar panel energy to the people in the local area. Yeah, that's cool that it's been renovated and sitting on an acre of land, but it really should be an apartment building, man. In my honest opinion. Fenced lot. Okay, so it's nearby the Dallas Love Field Airport, Dallas Fort Worth International Airport. So this is relatively quick. I want to know what's the zoning situation when it comes to this area, because this needs to be an apartment building. This needs to be transitioned to something else. A parking facility where you can charge for parking, something where it's getting active income outside of the realm of just industrial type of stuff, because you need to maximize your profit by 4 to 5x. But let me see what's the other listings. It's like the office facilities and things like that. Okay. 2.53 acre of commercial land offered at 190. No opportunity zone, that's no problem. Once again, not very far off to the airport. So if it's 2.5 acres of land, getting the land survey would be one thing. Appraiser. Okay. 12 square. So that's a lot of square footage. This can be easily like a 80 unit apartment. 80 unit, 50 to 80 unit apartment building on this land that's being built. So it's for 190. Built on the land. It's commercial as well. So you figure out on the scenarios of Airbnbs, you can be able to get that opportunity, VRBO as well. Okay. Says here owner financing is available. Even more opportunity. Even more opportunity. I like these plays, to be honest. Because someone with business credit can literally have it where, once again, they set aside 20 to 25,000 on the down payments, so they can pay for the down payment, the loan fees, the points on the loan. Plus, they have a construction loan. They can estimate it as, well, this is going to be around $140,000 type of build. If you utilize 90, then that means you profit around 50,000 off of your construction budget. But that's pretty much going to be used to build that 50 unit apartment building. Because if it's commercially zoned, then it really shouldn't have no problem at all. It's close by the airport, both airports. So that's Dallas Love and Dallas Fort Worth International. Transient. That's another thing that needs to be researched to see if it's transient or not. If it's worth your time when it comes to any type of builds, getting a title search on the property, figuring out mineral rights on that land. So someone that actually has the scenarios of finding out what they want, that 2.53 acre lot can be a 50 unit vertical building. So you can build up vertically. So you can be able to do that. Plus use any type of parking lot, vending machines, coin laundromat. So you're charging for the vending machines, you're charging for the coin laundromat, you're charging for, say, if you're a person that has connections when it comes to solar panels or solar company, solar energy, you can rent out, because it's going to be big enough where you can pretty much create a solar field. If you don't want to create an apartment building, you create a solar field and rent it out to the energy, to the companies that need energy around that area. And you can be a useful source and indispensable asset of that neighborhood. But that land needs to be built, needs to have an apartment built. That can expand your cash flow, that can expand your cash on cash return, and you can be able to pay your debts without no issue at all. But let's look at some more Dallas properties. So for all the people that's coming in, please like the video. This is an open panel. So that means if you have any questions or have any neighborhoods that you want me to research up on the spot, so you can profit and benefit as well. No problem. But Dallas is a market where it's expanding because of Californians. Austin Hills, another situation that's moving very fast because of Californians as well. So all those $750,000 properties being cashed out on $250,000 seem like mini mansions. Okay. Okay, so this is owner financing as well. 3-2 bed. Okay. Okay, this is taking way too long. So let me copy and paste this address because this is owner financing on all these properties. So you can get even a greater discount. Someone that has $30,000-$40,000 liquid, they can pick up any of these properties based off of the seller interested in doing terms. You can also look at the Dallas County tax assessor website as well to see who is underwater when it comes to taxes or tax liens, investments as well. DeSoto. Okay, owner financing available, $50K down. Instead of $50K down, you would do $35K down on 1459 Hubert. As you can see, 60K down, 35. So seller financing helps people that don't have the best of credit. But even with the lender, say if you went full price with them, you would actually save more money doing the 10% down payment investment loan because you would only spend 18 instead of 60 with the seller. So a lot of these property deals is good opportunities in the commercial side and for you to take advantage on a single family side with either your lender that's directly closest to you, structure some terms out. But my lenders, they're all 10% down. Interest rate is going to be 6%, 6 to 8% every time. Okay. Okay. So let me write this down. So write all these addresses down if you're in these areas. Write all these bad boys down. 10-day close. 20% discount on the initial offer price. So that's to protect you if there is a market crash in this neighborhood, but I think it's going to increase and rise due to the fact of cash influx. But that's where you look at your local Zillow listings, you look at what's been sold in this neighborhood, and you get your judgment estimates off that. Plus, you research everything when it comes to foreclosures, because foreclosures bring down the property values in that neighborhood. Instead of doing 60 down, you can just do 20 down off of putting up 22 of the situation of the business credit. So you don't have to use 60,000 of your business credit. You can just use 22 and use that money on other properties in this website. So if this is land, build on the land. If it's enough square footage, build you a 3-bedroom, 4-bedroom type of setup. But yes, don't go do the 60,000 down. Nope, you cut them by the knees. Try to get it for 16. Try to get it for 16. Well, try to get it for 165. So the only thing you have to put down is 16 to 22,000 down, and work it on your terms. So one of the lenders that's going to give you a loan when it comes to properties like this is Cash Now Homes LLC. So that's Cash Now Homes LLC. They're very lender friendly. They do the 10% down. Their interest rates will be around 7%, mind you. But you negotiating downward with the seller, that can give you the most leverage that you need. So give you enough options, because that seller wanted 60,000. If you just put 18 to 22,000, you can use 40,000 to acquire 2 more properties. Hence, that you done made $500,000 in properties when that person just wanted you to put 60,000 up down with the seller financing. No, never do that. You always weigh your options. You always look at your lenders. You always do the scenarios of a title search. One, make sure that everything has very favorable type of history, so you don't have to deal with any type of issues and headaches, etc. That's definitely a good deal. So my man Joy, if he's listening, you're in the Dallas area, man, take notes. Take notes if you're listening, man. If anybody that's in Dallas, take notes. Look at the seller financing all over the internet, because seller financing, those people are in need. Assumable loan, those people are in need. Will do terms, or seller will carry, owner will carry, those terms. Those are very favorable terms for you to take advantage of, where you don't have to spend all of your money. You can just have a basis point of leveraging your capital on 3 properties. So that means that you have the ability to diminish any type of risk, say tenant risk. If a tenant leaves and you need a tenant really quick and there's no income coming in that property, you have 2 other properties, because if you get 60,000 in business funding, you're not going to put it in that one property in DeSoto. You're going to spread it around to 3, 4 different other properties based off of the down payments. You pay the loan fees and the points, get access to those properties, plus construction loan on 3 to 4 of those properties. So you can overestimate. You mess around, you get $120,000 back off of you overestimating your construction loans, because Cash Now Homes LLC, the lending, they're very flexible. They ask you on what is the rehab price. That's where you overestimate it. Situations like that, you can get your construction loan the same day at closing. But I am Real Deal Financial. I appreciate everybody's time. I thank everybody for coming in. For anybody that's coming in, if you need any questions asked, please, or if you need any questions answered, please ask in the chat. Feel free to type something in the chat or come up on the panel. If anybody wants to come up, feel free. If not, I can be able to end this, and it can be very digestible for people that's watching the replay. So I shared all my screen from Philly properties to Dallas properties, from the commercial end to the residential to the duplexes. Gave you guys strategies on how to negotiate, how to price them in, situations of lenders, that lenders in the area. If you want to deal with Carlisle Capital, because Carlisle Capital, I'm not suggesting them. I use Cash Now Homes LLC because you can get loans on properties low as $50,000. So they'll lend to you on a property that's $50,000, 10% down, 6 to 8% interest range. Points is going to be 2% interest points. And you could get access to many properties as you need. Plus the construction loan. If it's $50,000, you ask for $20,000, $30,000 on your construction. If it costs around $15,000, you could probably resell that bad boy for $110,000. It's a small flip, but it's still a entry where you made $5,000 into a $60,000 profit off a fix and flip. So I'm doing this when it comes to my market area in Las Vegas. People should do it in their market area because development is going to keep on coming. People should focus on gathering strong, smart property management that can be able to screen the tenant out, screen out any CPNs, meaning that you're getting a lot of the credit checks that the banks would be using. So spending a little more money to be able to siphon out any type of welchers, scammers, or anybody that's untrustworthy type of renter. You can be able to snuff them out, collect your payments, keep increasing your rents, refinance every 5 months, every 5 to 6 months, mind you, and go acquire a bigger property. So if you get a scenario where you put up $20,000 to get access to $180,000 property, plus you got a $60,000 construction loan, you would take it where you would build that property up to $275,000, $250,000, get an appraiser, refinance, get access to $150,000 loan based off of the property being valued at $250,000, $275,000. You can take that and put that in 10% on $1 million commercial property. So you would do the same, 10% down, 90% loan to value, and rinse and repeat another 6 months. So that's my guided plan. That should be everybody else's guided plan. Stair stepping. So stair stepping is an actual useful strategy for everybody. But I will tell everybody about part 2. So part 2 I'm going to do tomorrow. So we're going to have a weekend of real estate panel. So I appreciate everybody that's coming in. We talked about Philly. We talked about Dallas. We talked about the business credit element and getting people funded on that side to fund these deals. So I appreciate everybody for showing love and showing support. Thank you. If you need my email, creditbuilder475@gmail.com. Book a consultation. Book a credit repair consultation as well. So just in case if you're a person that doesn't need any credit repair but needs access to funding, that's what I'm here for. February and March, the grant programs is going to start opening up. And early in February, I'm going to have Cherie on the panel, and she's going to talk to you specifically about SBA loans and them funding 90% of your investment deals as well. You putting up 10% on a business. So appreciate everybody that's coming in. Appreciate everybody that came in. I'm Real Deal Financial, and I'm out.